Today I'm going to explain and tell you some information about supply and demand and how does it actually work. Here's a question. Why does a bottle of water cost $1 in a grocery store and $5 in a concert? Same water, same bottle, but different prices. So today we're going to break it down properly, no textbooks, no boring graphs, just the real logic in under 5 minutes. Let's start with the demand, which is really just about how consumers behave. When the prices go up, demand lowers. When the prices go down, demand rises. So it's about a graph that goes always downwards. So why is that? How does it actually work? Two reasons. Substitution effect. First of all, if you go to cafe brand, suddenly it costs twice as much. You start the brand not next to it, like you're not going to buy it. You try to find alternative that offers you less price. Second, the income effect. When prices rise, your money feels like it goes less far. You feel poorer even if your paycheck didn't change. So you'll pull back. Put this together and you get demand curve. Going on to law of supply. Now flip to other side. Supply is about how producers behave. It's much simpler. When the price is up, they produce more. When the price is down, they produce less. So imagine that you are a producer and your good and the demand for your good rises. Imagine that someone said that you're going to get twice as much for your thing than others. So you try to make it harder, to do it harder, to get more money. While if the prices go down, you don't really want to make anything because you don't get paid as you want. So moving to the market equilibrium. It's a place where they both equals, like curve of lower demand and curve of lower supply, which goes up. And the place where it crosses the equilibrium. So moving on to next, what should the cause? Here's why it's really interesting and the most people understanding stops. Demand shifts, income rises, substitutes. Supply shifts, more sellers enters, production costs rise. Elasticity. Well, one last concept, and this one changes how you see prices forever. What is elasticity? Elasticity about meaning even if the price doubles, you'll still buy roughly the same amount. Think insulin. If you're diabetic, you need it. The price doesn't really matter, you're buying it. Same with gasoline and a lot of cases. It's called inelasticity, which I don't have. And elasticity is about other goods. A small price increase and demand dropping off a cliff. Luxury cars, designer clothes, the specific brands of sneakers you like. If they cost more, you'll just switch to something else. Find alternative. This is exactly why alternatives and hotels, airlines and hotels use dynamic pricing. They know business travelers is In Elastic, you need to be there for the meeting, but leisure travel is Elastic. You'll just go where somewhere else cheaper. Next, moving on to next, we are going to talk about Ultra. So, calm. So here's the bottom line. Supply and demand isn't just an economic concept. It's an invisible logic running underneath every price you pay, every job offer you receive, every shortage you complained about. The market isn't random. It's constantly adjusting, hunting for the equilibrium, balancing what buyers want against what sellers can offer. Once you see it, you can unsee it forever.